Hello and welcome everyone to Lies of P Overture. I'm a little late to the party. I wanted to play this pretty much at launch, but I didn't get a chance, and I never really bought it because I was buying a bunch of other stuff. But thankfully, a friend of mine in family sharing has now purchased the game, so I'm just making sure that everything is set to max. Okay. So we're gonna start off with Overture. I did replay one of the bosses as a sort of primer, let's just say. Holy shit, looks super sharp, super crisp too, visuals wise. You know what? I'm just gonna start off with Path of the Pilgrim. Is that where I'm supposed to go? I think it told me that there will be a new item in my inventory.
Feels like they're trying to guide us somewhere.
Also in terms of equipment, let me just check this out real quick. I'm leaving the costume as is. I'm not very keen on any of this as of now. This is the only unique one from the last time I played it, which was almost a year and a half back. I also have Lies of P on the PS5 right now. And that's because I have the I have PS Plus and it was free this month, so in August. These are super cool, but like this is the okay. Proof of humanity is this is the nameless puppet's weapon, I think. I don't know if I can upgrade it. Not sure. I think I'll stick to my twin dragon swords for now. I think that's the best. I did try this on the PS5 and it just did not work for me. So let's go. For me, I think Lies of P was one of the first games that I played on the channel fully, and I really like Lies of P. It is one of my all-time favorites. Primarily because of how well it is structured and the gameplay, how smooth it is, and even the level design and such is very, very good in Lies of P. It reminds me of Bloodborne quite a bit, which is incredibly good. Also, it is the only Soulslike which actually feels like a FromSoft game. And the difficulty as well, it wasn't so difficult, right? Like, I play a lot of FromSoft games. I played Elden Ring, and Elden Ring became so notoriously difficult, especially if you didn't use summons and such, to the point where it was basically impossible to play through the game if you went to the wrong place and stuff like that. I didn't like the feeling of having to bang my head against the boss and not knowing if it was a skill issue on my part or whether it was the game itself telling me to come back after a while. So, and attacks from bosses like Malekith, for example, they were just obnoxious. There was no way you were gonna dodge that in the first try. Lies of P feels very balanced in that sense. It doesn't become hard for the sake of becoming hard. It feels well balanced. Feels like you can beat a lot of bosses first try if you are a Souls veteran. So, also, it is extremely performant, and I think that the production value has gone up in the cutscenes.
We better check things out.
I think in my PS5 playthrough...
Okay, there's gotta be a stargazer nearby. Be on the lookout, pal.
I think in my PS5 playthrough I'll probably play it more like a human, instead of just telling the truth every time. So frame rate and the performance is very... Oh shit! What the fuck? Yo, chill. Chill. Oh, come on. Leave me alone. Oh, no. Okay, there's a marvel. Ramp up in the difficulty. Grab. Forget about stamina management. Nice. This wasn't even a boss, but the way that this is going is not very good. This is starting to feel like This feels like outlandishly difficult levels of difficulty. I'm not sure if the whole DLC is going to be like this, or maybe it's just a maybe it's just this particular set of enemies. Like they wanted to make you feel like you truly are struggling, maybe, and like that this is a significant step up. So, oh wow, that looks kind of sick. Also, this guy has what? 39 vitality, 36 vigor. Need 15,000 ergo. Equipment wise. I do have others which may also be useful, I think. I may have to go back and revisit some of these. This is critical attack, puppets, humans, iron wall, strength now, one technique. Not very helpful. Okay. That's why Blue Guardian ship amulet. That's very helpful. Okay. Using a bit of blue straw. And what do I use the golden fruit for? I completely forgot the systems. Okay, I just read a quick sort of primer on what the golden coin fruit is, the whetstones and all the wish stones. Sorry. It's an extra time.
Krat Zoo? How is that still here? Wait. Something's not right.
We are in the past. Also, one more thing that I really liked about Lies of P was how tightly the game was designed when it came to like the fighting. So the length of a level would be perfect. So if you played somewhat decently, your life would be down to the bottom, or you'd probably have like, I mean, you won't have any healing items left. Your life would probably be around it would be less than 50%, and you will have to be aggressive to get your healing items back. And it would just be this, you'll be super close to the end, and it would, to the end as into the next Stargazer, and it would be enormously stressful in those few moments, because you're about to die, but you know you have to be aggressive to get to that Stargazer. And the way that that system was designed, and the way the length of the levels were designed, and the difficulty was designed so that if you're playing somewhat well, you will have just enough to scrape through and have that sense of tension without feeling artificial. That was exceptional.
How? And
We are in the past, bro. Chill out. Okay. Thanks for the reminder, bro. Krat Zoo. I've not seen anything about Overture intentionally. I wanted to go in relatively blind. I have no idea what's coming.
Is that? Yes, it is. That's Krat Zoo. How in the blazes? And I mean that literally. The zoo burned down a long time ago.
Oh, these aren't the puppets. These aren't humans either. These are... if I remember right. Oh yeah, they're carcasses. I call them zombies, but yep. The little puff of fog which comes out of Pinocchio's mouth is really nice and really well done. Imagine if they increased the rate when you were fighting. Hi. Hi. Oh. What? That was fast. I just got swarmed and they kept on hitting me. Okay. I have to be more careful. I have to single them out. Oh boy, this is gonna be hard, isn't it? I need to survive. strong enough to get my souls or whatever. Hi. Little too early to parry. Well, these guys aren't exactly dropping a ton of XP, so... Oh. But having played it on the PS5 at like 60 FPS, playing it at 240 or like 200-ish, I can tell you, is categorically the better way to experience the game. For some games, it doesn't make as much of a difference, but for Lies of P, the difference is tremendous, to say the least. Full Moonstone, nice. This will be helpful to upgrade some weapons that I shall likely discover through the course of the DLC. This is not a very long DLC, it's like 10 to 12 hours, which is the size of some full-length games, but sure, I don't mind. I like that it's not too long, but not too short. Like 10 to 12 hours is really, really good. They wanted to get creative because I think the base game had like puppets and humans and zombies. So this time they wanted to do animals. Damn, that is a very fucked up representation of a zoo, and the giraffe takes the Last of Us cute giraffe scene and makes it... I don't know, there is something elegant about giraffes. I remember we recently went to... Not recently, it was probably a few months back, maybe. Well, actually, it's been almost a year. We went to a zoo which had like giraffes and stuff in it, and for some reason, watching giraffes is very... I don't know, they're a very elegant creature to look at. This reminds me of Rafiki. So, seeing a giraffe, which is typically a creature I associate with magnificence, elegance, beauty, poise, and whatnot, mangled like that is sad. Also, all of the levels and everything seems to be built from the ground up. Okay, hello there, boy. Still not done. Damn. Okay, but I am still surviving. I still have enough health to get by. I think, is there any secret area that I'm missing out? Okay, there is. How do I get to that place? Is that a hippo? Okay, I have no no idea what creature that is. How do we get to there? It doesn't seem to be a straightforward way through here, at least. Huh. Okay. There's a ladder there, so I have to enter and get out that way. I don't see that. I don't think I can get out directly to here. Okay, there's a stargazer, which is nice. The game so far, like, not very difficult, but it is substantially harder than the base game, where I was just having a gala time running through it. I thought I could just run and pick that up. Okay. Oh, if you meet a bear, you can play it. Hang on.
Please, someone, save me, Madam Stalker. Oh, the Stalker, with the bounty blinded me. But I did find something. If you see Ella, this isn't her fault.
Stalker Leia. Is this Romeo, the king of puppets? I can't read the box. Okay, no. There is some. Yeah, I think that is the Romeo, the king of puppets. That's what that is. Okay, I have a few paths that I can take. I can go through this way right here, or I can go through the right. I'm gonna go that way because I feel like this way is gonna take some time. I'm gonna wrap that side up, and then I'm gonna go here. Where is this? What? Where did this guy come from? Okay. Hidden Moonstone. While I do like that there is an option to make your own weird weapons, it's typically overshadowed by the standard boss weapons. It would have been really cool if you could have weapons which weren't boss weapons, like the right combination, especially an unorthodox combination, would result in something which is more powerful than a boss weapon. That would have been sick. Go. Yep, it's coming back to me. I'm not getting hit as much. Oh, wait. Quartz. Oh, quartz is used to upgrade the P organ, if I remember right. There are so many systems in Lies of P. It's not just souls and weapon upgrades. There are a lot of systems that you have to keep track of, which is very nice. And I really enjoyed all of the systems, but I don't really remember a lot of them. So the reflections on the sword look super slick. I don't know if it's using SSR or like some cube map or something. Let me also... Wait. Equip the hat, which is this one. Just out of curiosity. Yeah, I think this... Why do I have a feeling I'm gonna fight that thing? And why do I want to? It reminds me of Red Dead Redemption 2, where, you know, the crocodiles and such are an actual threat. And they all behave like real animals. You shoot them enough, they will run away and try to preserve themselves, but they'll also be somewhat aggressive. So far, I really like the DLC. It is more Lies of P. There are certain games where, like in Resident Evil 4, for example, the fact that it was just more RE4, it wasn't cutting it for me. Here, I feel like it is more Lies of P, but it is also different enough in terms of environments and all of that. It's been quite a while. That was cool. Okay. Let's dodge out of the way, bomb them both. That does not go well, but okay. Elephant? Okay, corrupted elephant. think there's a lot more emphasis this time around on fighting creatures as opposed to humanoid enemies, but like animal creatures, not abstract, weird creatures, which is really... Which is really, really nice. Fighting animals like this is kind of cool. Lost elephant trumps a plane to wait. Oh, trumpets. Two deer, a doe, and a buck. Where's the other one? Two deer, a doe. Okay, there's a doe and buck, I think. I don't see the deer though. Anyway. The game is really flexing its knowledge of collective nouns here. A young cub playfully scampers up a tree. Okay, we are nearing the end of my life, let us say. Like all the resources that I had, they're all gone, more or less. What? Oh, okay. Okay. I want to try out that weapon. What does it scale with? Technique, okay. Okay, this is sick. This is cool. Hi, the bow is a very different weapon. Okay, I lost all of that ergo. I do need to upgrade the bow before it's viable, but it is very fun to use, I think. We'll stick to the dragon swords for now. Because it's simply not viable for me to use the bow without some upgrades. And such, so hi. no. Oh shit, that was close. I almost died back there. That was scary. Would not have been pleasant. I'm just gonna run these guys. They ain't gonna follow me, I think. And this way I have way more ammo left. Well, technique cranks are always what would help most, I think. Okay, go right first. Okay. Huh? How did I even die? What? That was weird. Okay, I'm gonna try and sprint past again. Not a fan of the difficulty bump. It's like very insta-death oriented, which I'm not a fan of. Oh shit. Here. These careful.
Clearly, we're still in Krat, but the zoo's still standing and intact. Is it possible that the Stargazer sent us back in time? Because I remember a day like this, the day when snow was falling on the zoo.
No, no, no. shit, man. Why did I lose some Ergo there? I should have had like 13,000 or something, I don't know. But okay, I guess I retained the bulk of... Oh wow, that's helpful. Legion calibers are helpful. Are there new Legion arms too? That would be so cool. That is helpful. Nice shortcut. Okay, that's helpful. That should get me some upgrades for the bow. I think I have like 4, but I need like 7. Into sleep amulet. Hang on, let me check out what that does. Okay. Petrified of that damage. What is this? Oh shit! Look at that. It is not normal. Almost at the next level. Well, something that increases my defense would be nice. Oh, shit. Okay, I'll just see if I can get up there. Take the... Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna survive the attack of the gorilla or whatever that is, but I am gonna try. I'm supposed to get up there. Isn't a clear way through here, at least. Anything that I'm missing? Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, the stress is building up. Oh, thank God. That is stressful. I do not know if it is a good idea to venture further out like this. Is that a can? Hey, really went all out. I think it is a good idea to call it quits and go back, because the amount of time the pulse cell is going to take to recharge is going to be too much. I can get a level up in. I can also go and upgrade the hunter weapon. The hunter bow, whatever weapon that is. Because that looks super cool and I wanna try that out. Here we are. Switch timeline? Oh. Oh, why is there this guy in Baron's home? I remember him. I mean, I don't remember where he is, but it says someone's there, so I'm gonna go there. I'll have to find the guy. Here. Right here. Hi.
Hello, my only friend. I see now how scary losing someone can be. I may not be able to cry, but I hope I can comfort others now. Thank you.
I'm most interested in the Royal Horn Bow because it's gonna be an entirely new weapon and an entirely new playstyle. Unlike everything else, unlike the regular way to play, this is gonna be a completely new way to play the whole game. So, and an experience I've not had in Souls, which is a ranged playstyle. Usually the ranged playstyle ends up becoming easy mode, but I want to see how it is here. The what do I call it? The ranged playstyle becoming easy mode is primarily a consequence of sorcery builds in Dark Souls. That's my experience. Like when you go for ranged playstyles, it just becomes too trivial. So I hope that's not the case here.
I just want safety. That's why I should...
Horn bow. Need 4 more. 3 more, whatever.
You have been such a great help.
There are a few more technique cranks now. Not prioritizing these.
As always, I stand ready to appraise the value of collectibles. Oh dear. The Stalkers as a unified force ceased to be after that. I believe you could use this mark to move safely whilst on the Black Rabbit Brotherhood's turf to use that. But be careful, sir. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood is quite infamous for how they treat interlopers.
I see.
You're always welcome here.
Is it just... I still have enough for a level up right now. We are hitting diminishing returns already. Probably technique, I don't know. Physical attack, again, it's going up by like 2, which is not much at all. Again, I have really hit diminishing returns here. I'm gonna pump up vitality to 40. And then okay, well, I think that is a good time to end the video. We'll continue the next one from right where we leave off, which is here. And let's see how it goes. So far, the game is very interesting and very fun. Hope you guys liked it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. I think one thing is, one of the reasons that the game feels slow in general, these sorts of games, on the first playthrough, but not so much on the second, is that you can just run past the enemies. And I feel that a lot over here. So when you have to fight them, you have to take your time and engage. Otherwise, you run past them. It makes it a lot faster. So let's see. I don't want to run past the enemies. I want to experience all of them because they're very well made. I started rambling, didn't I? So I'll see you all, and thanks for watching.